It was a regime swept to power by two popular uprisings, but now it's moving to outlaw popular uprisings. In Egypt today, prosecutors laid their first charges under those new laws that outlaw protest against leading political activist Ahmed Maher. And crackdowns are spreading against dissent, even peaceful protests throughout Egypt. This, as a draft constitution, is expected to be ratified by President Adli Mansour that will allow military trials for civilians accused of, quote, direct attacks on the armed forces. One particular case has united even that divided country in outrage. It's the sentencing of 7 underage girls and 14 young women to 11 years in prison for taking part in a Muslim Brotherhood demonstration in Alexandria. Tonight, I talked to the father of one of those jailed women. He is Alaa Eldin Ezzat, and his daughter Ola was one of the 21 young women and girls picked up by the police and sentenced to 11 years plus 1 month in prison. He joined me earlier from Cairo. Mr. Ezzat, thank you for joining me. You have visited your girl. Your wife this very morning has visited. How is she today, Ola?
Ola, thank God, she's very fine and she's strong. And she sent a message saying, Dad, I will continue what I am doing and I'm proud of it.
What has it been like as a family to see your daughter in jail sentenced to such a stiff term for what she called and what you called peaceful protest?
Initially, we felt a severe pain because of my daughter Ola's situation. But I understood later on, I realized that it's not about my daughter or the family at all. It's a matter that involves all Egyptians, because the purpose is to instill fear in Egyptians' hearts so that they do not go out and protest and demand the rights.
How has it affected your daily life? Do you still have your jobs? Does your wife work? How does this affect your daily life?
Our daily life has changed completely since the coup, particularly because of the media, the Egyptian media. There is a lot of campaigns against those who peacefully protest. For example, on the Egyptian TV, they say that if your neighbor belongs to the Muslim Brotherhood, you have to report him to the authorities so that we arrest them. Also, at the same time, what they say on the Egyptian TV is that any participants in peaceful demonstrations have to be stoned, and they have garbage have to be thrown on them along with water.
I want to go back to your daughter's situation. Explain to me why your daughter was arrested.
My daughter was raised to speak her mind freely. Her biggest guilt was that she raised the Rab'a sign. And that sign represents to us perseverance, legitimacy, freedom.
That sign is 4 fingers, and as your daughter and others have been arrested because of that, how is she holding up in prison? How is she holding up under the trial, under the sentence, the very stiff sentence that was handed down, more than 11 years?
When we saw the courthouse from outside, we noticed the security forces surrounding the building as if it was a military facility. We saw the presence of security forces that was unexpected. So we expected, when we saw that, we expected such a harsh judgment. But what we didn't expect is that number of years.
That is such a harsh sentence. How do they feel? I mean, do they have any hope that they will be able to be released before that?
I don't expect her to serve 11 years in jail. I am hopeful that God will make justice win and that she will be released soon for her family. Honestly, regarding the girls, they are in good morale, but they feel oppressed. And that sense of oppression has increased their persistence, because they know that they were not arrested for a criminal activity, but because of their belief in their political cause.
Mr. Alaa Eldin Ezzat, thank you very much indeed for joining me with your story.
You're welcome, ma'am.